This is how I turned this into this. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ramen, and today we got another sample we're breaking down today. I got this smooth R&B joint I cooked up that gave me like heavy like Brent Faiyaz vibes. So I'm gonna break down how I made it, and hopefully y'all learn something along the way. Let's get into it. So as always, I start off all my samples with the piano, and we're working in the key of A sharp minor. And this is what the main melody sounds like before anything else is added onto it. So the first piece we're breaking down is this pad I got off Analog Lab. And the only effects I used was a Pro Q3 just to cut off the highs and really have the mids and lows pop out. And then if you notice, I also kind of cut off, I guess you could say half of them, just because I wanted more space to pop up in this sample. And so this is what this sounds like. Now the next piece we got is a bass one shot I got from a K Tronado one shot kit. And for this one, I still wanted there to be a lot of space within the track. So this isn't playing throughout the entirety of it. It's just playing in moments. And this is what this sounds like. Now for the next piece, I just wanted to start layering at this point with the main synth. So this one kind of sits a little more in the background, but it just adds a little more to it as you hear it. And this is what it sounds like. Now the next piece we have is actually a little vocal chop I got. I wanted to just to give it like a huge stuttery effect in the track with some nice effects. So this is what this one sounds like. So once I had those things in, I wanted to start putting in some instruments to kind of help give some more space to the empty moments. So these play periodically when everything else is kind of dead, just to give it some more rhythm. And this is what these sound like by themselves. Now, one of the last pieces we have is actually this synth that just kind of sits a little more in the background too. I wanted to layer and sit in the back, and it really only plays like that first kind of chord as well as that last kind of like turnaround chords. But this is what this just sounds like by itself. Now, the next piece we're breaking down is a vocal chop that I got from Splice. And I used a combination of Little Altar Boy with this exact preset in case you want to follow along with it. This EQ, really just keeping the low mid and the mid in there. And then this vintage verb with this exact preset. Really, this is just the default because that's just how I love vintage verb. But if you wanted to see exactly what I use, that's what I did. And aside from that, the only other thing I did was stretch it, and I just adjusted the pitch to make it match that of the track. And this is what it sounds like. The last piece we have is another drum and perc loop that I put on the track. And I actually used two different EQs because I just really like both and I like the sound it gave. So if you want to follow, this is what I use for Pro Q. It's the phone preset. And then for Fruity EQ, I kind of made my own preset for drums, but this is what it looks like. And this is what this sounds like by itself. And that's the breakdown, everybody. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that and learned something along the way. If y'all like this, just let me know in the comments below and I'll keep doing more of these. I like breaking down the samples that I make because I feel like I kind of do my own things with them and use my own different sounds. So if y'all keep messing with it, just let me know and I'll keep doing it. Appreciate y'all. Much love.